previous video we have studied the method of fractional distillation by which we can separate two miscible liquids which have a difference in their boiling point less than 25 degrees Celsius. Now its applications are so many. The one most important application of it is that it is used to separate the different gases from the air. As we know that air is a homogeneous mixture. Air is a homogeneous mixture of different gases in which nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, helium, so many gases are present. So if we want to separate these gases, then we can use the method of fractional distillation. The various gases which are present in the air, they are separated from one another by the fractional distillation of the liquid air. This separation is based on difference in the boiling point of different gases present in the air. Means the different gases, they have the different boiling points. So on the basis of their boiling point, we can separate these gases. So the steps which we follow during this, the first step is that first the air, it moves into the filter. This is the filter in which the air moves to remove the dust. Then water vapor and the carbon dioxide. Water vapor and carbon dioxide, they are removed. Why? Because the carbon dioxide, we know that it will convert into the solid in the cooling process and it will block the whole pipe. So that's why we have to remove first the water vapor and the carbon dioxide. Then the air is compressed. This air, it is compressed. This is the next step. Air is compressed to high pressure and then it's cooled. When it is compressed at high pressure and then it's cooled, then it is allowed to move into a chamber through a quick jet. Here it is a jet. So it is allowed to quickly move into a chamber through a jet. So this expansion cools the air even more. So due to this, what happens? The air cool. Now the process of compression, cooling and rapid expansion of air is repeated again and again. This makes air more and more cool. So the air gets so cool that it turns into the liquid. Now this air, it turns into the liquid air. Here it turns into the liquid air. Now in the next step, what happens? The liquid air, now it feeds into a fractionating column. Now it feeds into, this is the fractionating column. In this fractionating column, this liquid air is fed and slowly at the bottom it warms up slowly. Now what we will observe, we will see the first liquid nitrogen gas which has the lowest boiling point. One table is given in your book. So in that, if you will see that it is minus 196 degrees Celsius. So it has the lowest boiling point. So on warming, liquid nitrogen boil off and first form nitrogen gas. So it is collected at the top part of the fractional distillating column. Then next boiling point is of argon, which is the more than this nitrogen, that is minus 186 degrees Celsius. So liquid argon, it boils off and this liquid argon, it gets removed or it gets collected as argon gas. Then the liquid oxygen, which has still highest boiling point, that is minus 183 degrees Celsius. So the liquid oxygen boil off and collected as oxygen gas from the bottom of the fractionating column. Here it is collected. So this is the method by which we can separate the different gases from the air by the method of fractional distillation. So first step, what we do, air first, it's compressed, cool and it expands, then it converts into the liquid air. Then liquid air, it allowed to warm up and then all the gases, they will separate in the fractionating column according to their boiling point.